My name is Allie Cade, and I'm a curator at the Sigel Music Museum in Greenville, South Carolina. I've been going through our collection and pulling out some of our most unique instruments to share, and this week I'm bringing you one of our most whimsical offerings, the walking stick, or cane flute. This instrument is a fully functional cane, so it measures about 35 inches long. It's made of what is likely tiger maple, with a turned ebony handle, an ivory ferrule engraved with small diagonal lines, and an ivory tuning hole just below the handle. It has 6 finger holes and one single brass key, stretching over the span of 4 joints that swell a bit at their junctures, making the flute almost have the silhouette of bamboo. At the very end, there is a brass tip to protect the bottom of the walking stick flute from the ground. The concept of a walking stick flute, also called a flute cane, emerged in a variety of cultures across the globe. While not wildly common, there was a particularly robust tradition in Europe, with the first documented instruments appearing in the Netherlands by the 1690s. They continued to pop up in advertisements and inventories across England, Germany, Belgium, and France throughout the 18th century and into the early 19th. Many wind instrument makers may have crafted some of these in their shops as a novelty, but one of the more well-known makers of the walking stick flute is a man named Pierre-Paul Ghislain Joseph Dupré, a self-taught Belgian instrument maker who achieved some early career success by selling cane flutes at trade exhibitions. This particular flute cane is thought to have a German or Swiss origin, but it remains anonymous and its provenance is unknown. These were also sold in America, evident by early 19th century advertisements of John Paff in New York and Thomas Bradford in Charleston. Paff continued his sale of flute canes into the first few decades of the 19th century, as seen in an 1819 advertisement where he promoted his offerings of sheet music and many different kinds of instruments, including trumpets, flageolets, flute canes, and bugle horns. Also at the beginning of the 19th century, the concept of the flute cane was reinterpreted in Hungarian traditions, and they created a form of the instrument called a zakan. It was popular until mid-century in places like Austria, Hungary, and Bohemia, and it even accumulated its own body of repertoire. Juxtaposing the European form of the walking stick flute, they also appear in the material culture of Native American nations, many of which depend upon a variety of flute-like instruments in their musical traditions. Native American walking stick flutes remain very popular and are widely crafted today. And although it might be the most obvious choice, flutes were not the only instrument occasionally put into the walking stick form. Recorders, flageolets, clarinets, and even basset horns all made appearances on a walking stick throughout the 18th and 19th centuries. Why did this happen? Well, it's whimsical, it's portable, it's multifunctional, and it's a fun novelty. I, for one, think the world would be a better place with more walking stick flutes in it. Please leave any questions about this fun instrument below and let us know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching.